Hiya, can you tell me your name and what branch you're from?
Jade Jones, Plymouth and East Cornwall.
Well, is this your first time at conference or have you been before?
It's my first time at General Conference.
And how are you finding it so far, Jade?
The first day I found quite hard going. Today I was quite nervous about moving my motions, so it went quite quick in the morning and I paid more attention. But all in all, yeah, it's really interesting experience.
And do you think you've learnt a lot while you've been here?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
So would you recommend to other young activists within the CWU coming to annual conference?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we need much more young members here anyway. There's a few, but there doesn't seem to be, many, considering how many turn up to the youth events.
Oh, well, thank you very much for that, Jade. It was nice talking to you.
Thank you.
Hello, can you tell me what your name is?
My name's Dean Reason, Croydon South London branch.
And is this the first time you've been at conference, Dean?
Second time at conference.
It's the second time. Are you enjoying it so far?
Very much so. You work hard during the day and play hard at night. So
Absolutely. So what have you found anything particularly interesting at conference this year?
Mainly the first 2 days so far, but obviously I'm looking more forward to when we part into telecoms or postal, when it's more relevant to myself.
So you'll learn a bit about the stuff that's happening in your workplace then?
Yeah.
And would you recommend to any young members watching this that they try and come to conference at some point?
Yeah, definitely. It's a good break away from your day job. Most people's day jobs nowadays are quite mundane, so obviously it's not all fun and games, but there is a lot of interesting fun elements to it.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks for taking the time to come and speak to us, Dean.
No problem.
Hello, can you tell me what your name is?
Yeah, I'm Helen Mead and I'm from the Central Counties and Thames Valley branch.
CCTV, eh?
Yeah, don't go there.
So is this the first time at conference, Helen?
No, it's my fourth.
Your fourth time?
Yeah.
Are you enjoying it so far?
Yep, it's always good to come along and see more faces and understand a bit more about what's going on.
Anything in particular you found interesting this year?
A few of the rule change props have been quite interesting when they've really got going on the debate. Always good to enjoy that.
A bit of stamping of feet and all that, eh?
Oh, always.
And so would you recommend to young members watching this video that they come to conference?
Oh, definitely, because you learn a bit more about what goes on in the union, you get to meet new people and it's always a good experience and you can learn from other people here while you're there.
Well, that's fantastic, Helen. Well, thanks very much for speaking to us.
Alright.
Hello, do you want to tell me what your name is?
Yeah, Charlotte Hawkins from the North East London branch.
And is this your first time at conference, Charlotte?
Second time.
It's your second. Are you enjoying it so far?
Yeah, I find the main bit of conference a bit on the boring side, but I'm looking forward to the telecoms bit of it.
When it's a bit more about the stuff that happens during your workplace, eh?
Yeah.
And anything particular interested you so far?
It's been a few props, yeah.
So some good debates and that.
Yeah, good debates.
And so if there were young members thinking about coming to conference, would you recommend it that they try and come along?
Definitely, I think it's a good experience.
Well, thank you very much for that, Charlotte. Thanks for coming and speaking to us. Hello, can you tell me your name, please?
My name's Daniel Downer.
And what's your branch, Daniel?
Eastern 6.
Eastern number 6. Is this your first time at conference?
It is, yes.
And are you enjoying it so far?
Yes and no. It's not really relevant so far with the general.
Yep.
When it gets into the postal section tomorrow, then it's definitely going to be my sort of thing.
So you'll be talking then about quite a lot of the issues that affect you and your members in the workplaess. You're looking forward to that?
Yes, most definitely.
So the stuff you listened to so far, have there been any particular highlights, things that have interested you?
Yes, this morning there was the issue with the electoral reform.
All right.
And yeah, it's definitely something I'm really into at the moment, and I think it's brilliant that we brought it up in our conference because it's a relevant issue for today.
Well, thanks very much for that. If you were speaking to some young members via this video who've not yet been to conference and get the opportunity, would you recommend that they come along?
Definitely, most definitely, but it's not a walk in the park. They've got to do some work here, that's the thing. It's just not a simple thing of a holiday. It's definitely for real union members to come along to.
Well, thank you very much for that, Dan, and thanks very much for coming and taking the time to speak to us.
Thank you.
Hello, can you tell me your name, please?
Yes, my name is Craig Smith.
And what's your branch, Craig?
It's the West Yorkshire branch.
Now, is this your first time at conference?
It is indeed. It's the first time, and I'm hoping it's going to be one of many to come in the future as well.
Brilliant. So have you enjoyed it so far then?
Yeah, fully enjoyed it. I've been a bit nervous, a little bit anticipated, but yeah, I've fully enjoyed the discussions. Some I don't fully understand, but it's good to be aware of things as well and different issues.
So presumably then it's been a bit of a learning experience?
Yeah, quite a bit of a learning curve actually, but information is power, so to say, so the more you learn the better you get at your job.
Absolutely. Are there any particular debates that have interested you?
Yeah, the one the head that you sort of started off this morning, that was quite a good one. Obviously the one that we just had about the sort of legal side, which our branch put forward. So it's always good to learn different topics I'm not fully aware of. So.
Oh, absolutely. And if there are young members watching this thinking about coming to a conference, would you recommend that they put their hat in the ring?
I'd put 2 thumbs up and say, get yourself down. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Well, that's fantastic, Craig. Thanks very much for coming and speaking to us.
Thank you.
Can you tell me your name, please?
Yeah, Rob McCracken, and I'm from Capital Branch.
And is this your first time at conference, Rob?
This is my 3rd time at conference, but this is the first time as a proper delegate. I've actually sort of the only one of my branches keeping the delegates badge for the week.
Ah, rock and roll. And have you enjoyed it so far?
I have, yeah, I've actually sort of spoken on a couple of motions, including moving one myself on pensions. I think that was a good motion, a good debate on there. So I think it's been a good conference so far.
Alright, the pensions one aside, have there been any particular highlights for you so far?
Nothing sort of really sort of hits home at the moment. Sort of few interesting ones, but I'm waiting for the sort of debate sort of later on a couple of youth motions. It should be interesting.
Absolutely. Now, if you're speaking to young members who've never been to conference before, would you encourage them to try and get along?
Yeah, definitely. It's a brilliant experience. You get to see what sort of goes on, sort of the reason behind sort of rules and decisions and stuff. But the thing is, you've got to sort of get in with your branch and do a bit of work for it. You can't just turn up. You've got to sort of like do a little report on it or something to actually show, yeah, it's worth sort of coming.
Well, thank you very much for that, Rob. Thanks for taking the time to speak to us.
No worries. Cheers.